What's up, rich people? It's me, Haley, aka Mrs. Dow Jones. And today I'm actually super busy because I'm doing PR for debt. You probably grew up thinking that all debt is bad. Financial freedom and being rich means being debt-free and not owing anyone anything. I'm Haley, the Zillennial finance expert, and I'm here to teach you everything about money that you never learned in school. Like how taking on debt can actually make you super rich. Just ask Adele, Meghan and Harry, and Jay-Z and Beyonce. They all borrow money because they know it's a way to make more money. Celebs love it, moms hate it. You're about to learn about it. Let's talk debt and how you can use it to get rich. So when most people think about debt, they think about owing money, not making it. In fact, I polled people on my Instagram story, follow me at Mrs. Dow Jones, and they all agreed that financial freedom equals not owing anyone anything. But that's because they're using debt to buy liabilities instead of assets. Liabilities are things that immediately lose value the moment after you buy them. Food is a liability. Vacations are liabilities. Even this dress is a liability. Like, you think everyone can pull this off? Honey, zebra is a personality trait. You either have it or you don't. These are all purchases that improve our lives in the moment, but have no real value long-term. Back to debt though, don't wanna forget her. Most people use debt to buy liabilities, and it keeps them in the cycle of not growing wealth because they make money and then they spend it on things that will decrease their net worth instead of adding to it. However, when you borrow money to buy something that will give you a return greater than what you're paying in interest, you can grow a shit ton of wealth. Let's look at Beyonce and Jay-Z as an example and hold on to your seats because this is gonna blow your damn mind. They are worth almost $2 billion combined. So why did they take out a mortgage when they bought their mansion in Bel Air? Their house cost $88 million and they borrowed $52.8 million from Goldman Sachs at a 3.15 interest rate to purchase it. Could they have just bought the home all cash? Duh, absolutely. They're made of gold. It's Beyonce. She has like a bank in her house. They are so mother freaking rich. Like, duh, they could have paid cash. But did they? No. Let's break this down. Adrian, I'm gonna need a chart. The house costs $88 million. They put $35.2 million down and borrow $52.8 million at 3.15% for 30 years. They have a 30-year mortgage at a 3.15% interest rate. Over those 30 years, they're gonna pay Goldman Sachs almost $29 million in interest fees, making the total cost of this loan almost $82 million all in. They have to repay the money and then they gotta pay Goldman Sachs those fees. If they invested that into the S&P 500, and it returns 8% every year and compounds annually, in 30 years, that $52.8 million will have grown to almost $532 million. $532 million. $532 million! And that makes their net profit around $449 million. Not bad. See? Good debt. Powerful. So when you take on debt to buy something like a home, which yes, is an asset, it frees up your cash to be used for other investments that could potentially have a way higher rate of return than what you're paying in interest on the mortgage, especially if you're able to lock in a mortgage when interest rates are low. So how can you use this money tip to profit? You wanna be like the Beyoncés? Let me teach you. Let's talk about good debt with student loans because you probably have them. Most Americans do. For most people, student loans are at 7% or lower interest rates. So with that as an example, even though you probably want to rush to pay off your student loans so you can like ring a bell and say, I'm debt free, baby. You could potentially make more money by paying the minimum monthly payment on your student loans and investing your freed up cash in something that will earn a greater return than what you're paying in interest. That could be the S&P 500. It's probably the S&P 500. I love you. S&P 500 till I die. You can do this with your home payments too. To make this easier for you to apply to your life, I have something called a free debt payoff planner. I linked it below. And what you wanna do is fill it out with all your loan information and it will automatically organize them by interest rate. You'll be able to see what's above 7%, and below 7%, because 7% is really the threshold of interest rate where you want to decide, should I be aggressive or should I pay the minimum and then invest that freed up cash instead in something that's going to get a bigger return. Okay, did you guys get that? So just to reiterate, if you have a loan and it's a low interest rate, don't rush to pay it off. Instead, use that freed up capital that you would have put towards aggressively paying it off and invest it in something that's gonna get a greater return instead. It's that simple. Money is a game, okay? It's just about learning how to play it. And we're raised in this culture where being debt-free is so celebrated, but like they're actually catfishing us. Run the numbers before you rush to pay off any debt quickly. The more strategy that you put behind your money, the more wealth you're gonna be able to build. You are in the right place. I will teach you the rules. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, follow, comment below if you have any questions, and as always, stay rich.